Continuing our discussion on quantum body, the new science of living a longer, healthier, and more vital life. My forthcoming book with Jack Tuzinski, quantum biologist, quantum physicist, and Brian Furtick, a fellow neuroendocrinologist. So today I want to talk a little bit about what are called information molecules. These are also known as informational macromolecules. And these are molecules that encode and transmit genetic or biological information within living organisms. These molecules carry the necessary instructions for the development, functioning, and inheritance of organisms. The most well-known, of course, and widely studied information molecule is deoxyribonucleic acid, DNA. DNA carries the genetic information that determines an organism's traits, including physical characteristics, cellular functions, and biochemical processes. So it's the origin of our physical body. Another important class of information molecules is ribonucleic acid, RNA. All current science is full of, what we call messenger RNA technologies. RNA serves multiple roles in gene expression and protein synthesis. Messenger RNA carries the DNA instructions from the nucleus of a cell to the site of protein synthesis, where it is used as a template for building proteins. Life begins as protein molecules. So proteins. Beyond DNA and RNA, there are other molecules that transmit information within cells. For example, signaling molecules like hormones, neurotransmitters, growth factors carry information between cells, coordinating various physiological processes. Additionally, molecules such as epigenetic markers, small non-coding RNAs, and certain proteins can regulate gene expression and influence the flow of information within cells. Remember, entropy is information loss, and negative entropy is information gain, as I've said in a previous video. But we'll come to why this is so important in understanding. Is there a connection between these informational molecules like DNA and their activity in the quantum field? This is a topic that is now getting mainstream attention, and there have been many proposals and studies suggesting a potential relationship and the extent and significance, if any. Scientists are always cautious, if any, of such connections. So as you know, quantum theory is a framework that combines quantum mechanics and special relativity. It describes the behavior of fundamental particles and fields in the universe. It provides a theoretical foundation for the understanding of quantum nature and their interactions. And many scientists and theorists have now suggested that quantum effects may play a role in DNA dynamics and biological processes. For instance, we know for sure that certain properties such as electron transfer and proton tunneling within DNA molecules is an example of quantum behavior. In addition, there are many studies now into potential quantum effects influencing the efficiency of energy transfer during processes like photosynthesis, the basis of all life on our planet, where the arrangement of chromophores in DNA and other molecules is thought to optimize light absorption and transfer. So there are many studies going on in this area, and I will do another post on what we know about the quantum field and interaction between DNA and the other informational molecules. And I'll also be doing another post on signal molecules. But I've already shared with you, I think, a post where we connected morphogenesis and differentiation, how stem cells differentiate to make a baby, and how that is a quantum phenomenon. So we now have a case for quantum body. And then, we can see how access to signal molecules and even food, phytochemicals in food. After all life is based on photosynthesis, a quantum phenomenon, and plants are the first expression of that quantum synthesis. So I regard plants, seven colors of the rainbow, which carry all the intelligence of the sun. And they correspond also to six tastes of life: sweet, sour, salt, bitter, pungent, and foods that contain those. And if mind and body are inseparable, then we have a very good solid basis for quantum mind, quantum body, and even a quantum lifestyle to achieve well-being, health, and longevity and health span. And that's not just body, it's also mind, because body and mind are also quantum entangled. Now, if you ask mainstream scientists if that is true, most of them may say no, but more and more evidence, including evidence by my co-author Jack Tuzinski, connects mind states with bodily states. So stress, for example, is a mind state, but it causes biological stress. So therefore, that is an entanglement of some kind, in all probability, quantum entanglement. Mind states and body biological states are entangled at a quantum level. And notwithstanding that mainstream science may take some time to get there. So we have a basis for quantum mind, quantum body, and quantum lifestyle. More on signal molecules soon, okay? I hope you're finding this useful. We can create a discussion group around these topics if we want. We can also create a book club around quantum body. Thank you, and I'd love your feedback.